All right, y'all. So ultimately, we're getting into the right side up. Obviously, Stranger Things 5 just came out. I actually stopped watching Stranger Things. I think that there's some subliminals in there. I think that there's a lot of stuff in there, but good stuff too. But ultimately, I stopped watching Stranger Things. Maybe I'll go back and watch it again. But there was this concept called the upside down. Like that there's this upside down. They walk through a portal. They walk through a portal and they can go to the upside down. Then there's the aspect of, well, upside down. You have to start to see like what are the way, how are people spelling the way that they're spelling, and what are they spelling? What sentences are they saying? How are they talking? What is the thing that they're saying? The actual thing that they're saying. Even if they mean something, like there is implication, presumption, assumption of law, where you can cultivate presumption, assumption of law. Okay, but and implication and insinuation and all these things, okay? But then there's also the what are you actually saying? What is actually coming out of your mouth? Like how you said, there's 90% of the things that you are cultivating are not even coming out of your mouth. But what is the 10% of the things that's also coming out of your mouth? How can you put that together? The 10% here, the 90% here, put those together. That is going to actually start to develop yourself. That's going to start to cultivate yourself. So the 10% of what you're actually saying, like the actual words, is just as important, I would say, if not more important, because it's like being the 1%. It's like being the 10%. Like what you're actually saying is important. So that's why I stopped saying bad words. I'm working, but also stop saying bad people and gossip. It, like, you have to start to see the merit in this, the type of merit in this, the type of edification, the strength in this. Okay. And you could start to see that these words, okay, the words that you're actually saying, and then what you're actually implying, assuming, attracting, the words that you're, conveying, what you mean, okay, what you mean, your tonality, all these different types of things that go into this, your body language, the way that you look while you're saying this, okay? When you marry both of those, you're going to have a lot of merit with what you're doing. Okay, when you marry both of them, you're going to have a lot of merit with what you're doing. So it's just as important of what you're saying, if not even more important, what you're actually saying, with the tonality of how you're conveying it and how you are communicating it, conversing it in conversation, in communication. Okay, so this is a big thing, is the upside down. A lot of people say, oh, upside down, that's what it, and there's even this cheesecake called the pineapple upside down. And however they want to do it, whatever they want to, but you have to see what is the right side up. No, right side up. Okay. I think that this place is more of the upside down than the right side up. What do I mean? A lot of people say this is the 6th realm. Okay. And then people would say that a 9 in a mirror is a 6. So we're in a mirrored dimension. We're in a mirrored realm. And you could see this all over the place by certain synchronicities when you study numbers, when you study colors, when you study faces, when you study body language, when you study imitation. This is an imitating reality, as above, so below. As above, so below. So below, meaning so is a transitive connector. Okay, as is as it is. The upper is as it is. The right side up realm is as it is. The 9 realm is how it is as it is. We are to what? Imitate that of God. We are to live in a specific law that is in connection and in conjunction with that law. That's exactly what I'm saying. And this is exactly the way that I truly believe, the way that I truly know, what I truly know, because you can't ever get away from it. It's only a type of way that you can study and realize and learn from. And so this is a big thing that I've built in my life, that I've learned. This is one of the things that I've learned, and I still have plenty to learn, a lot to learn. And so I realize that a lot of this stuff is imitation. We imitate other people here. We try to imitate. And then 2, what are we to know? What are we taught when someone is a holy man? imitate me. Imitate me. You are to imitate me. You are to follow me. Follow. So you're to fall beneath me. You're to follow my hierarchy. Because my hierarchy, I'm connected with the Most High here now. Okay, I'm in conjunction, I'm in connection with it here now. So that's exactly why we're to imitate. And then eventually we imitate so much to where it is our becoming. It is us becoming. It is our coming of our being. It is the becoming of our being. Okay, and so we start to be it more and more, where it is programmed subconsciously and consciously in all of our daily habits, our atomic habits, our autonomic habits, etc. So I'm gonna get into this, y'all. Not to always just put you guys on, but this video and this channel is taking sort of a new leaf. It's taking sort of a different direction. I would say it's a more adapted direction. A lot of the stuff that I created beforehand was for some of my private consultations, my private businesses. So I'm not necessarily always going to put pictures up like I used to, as much as that is beneficial. And I can talk about consciousness. I could talk about the consciousness scale, power versus force. I can get into all these different types of things, manifesting, being the vibration of. I can talk about all this stuff. And I'm already going to speak on these different things in the videos already. Kind of just nonchalantly because it's the way that I speak. But also I'm going to be bringing it more down to earth. Like, it's a new year. It's 2026. It's the year of the one. It's the year of the horse. It's the year of, transformation and just moving forward, moving upwards, moving forwards. It's about being in the right side up. It's about living upright. Okay, there's something known as uprightness or uprightness. So it's to be upright in our righteousness. And so this is a great conversation to be had. There is a specific way that we're to word our spelling. There's certain ways that we're supposed to spell our words, spell our spelling. And there's more numerical value to specific types of words if you break down, or if you bundle up if you bundle up the words, it creates a certain numerical value, because each of the vowels, each of the consonants, any of those types of things, whether they're interchanged or whatever, have certain numerical values, and even connected to colors, numbers, music, etc. Okay, that like like obviously I'm just giving you guys an example. That's a very, very high vibration, but is a very lower vibration, is I would even say more of a masculine vibration. Okay, so there's a lot of different connections to this, to where you can see the correlation, to where you can train the way that you're speaking. You can train the way that you can imitate. You can start to train the way that you speak, train the way that you think, it's all about consistency and discipline. Is have discipline, be consistent. So after this, I'm going to go to the gym. After this, I'm going to, strengthen my mind. I'm going to study, stuff like this. I'm going to study the people that I like to watch, and or go over, post my videos, or study my videos, etc. Okay, and just know, it's about taking it with a grain of salt, building your life with a grain of salt, strengthening your life, and putting out, an hour worth of content, 2 hours worth of content, splitting it up into 10-minute videos, and now you have a week or two worth of value for people to help them digest it in the way that they can digest it. This is my main thing for this channel. So ultimately too, I will be doing one-on-ones, so you guys can pay that. It's $7 below. I'll also be putting those on all of my videos for you guys. If you guys want to do one-on-one consultations with me specifically, if you guys want to get a hold of some of my even more extreme valuable content, this is more just talking head, private processes, passport processes, making large amounts of money, etc. These are all differently, all connected differently, etc. Let's also speak on briefly is, this channel is personal to me and it's private to me. So it doesn't have to be your belief system, but you guys can respect, and you're going to have to respect, my own individuality and my own personification and privatization of my own content. Go